Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, wanted to wish those who are celebrating this month Ramzan Mubarak. And secondly, we hope your families are well and safe during this COVID-19 crisis. As per my last episode, time brings a lot of ideas, and we wanted to continue building on the series. We got a great response from you on this. So today we thought, in the spirit of Ramadan and making things a little more interesting about what's going on inside of Pakistan, we wanted to introduce our next guest, a company called Edvon Robotics. So we have with us today Huzaifa and Nabil from Edvon Robotics. Assalamu alaikum, gentlemen. Please introduce yourselves.
Walaikum salam. Thank you very much for inviting us at this TechSheck. Okay, so my name is Mohammed Nabil, and with me, Huzaifa Sabir. So we are the founder of Edvon Robotics. So I just want to introduce about Edvon Robotics a little bit, but before giving the introduction about the Edvon Robotics, I just want to tell you the story behind Edvon Robotics. So I did my master's in robotics from South Korea and went to Germany for doing my PhD in robotics. But after completing my master's in robotics, when I was in Karachi, I was just waiting for my visa to go to Germany to join my PhD. What happened is that one of my cousin who was in 6th grade, I started teaching him robotics and coding. And I was surprised that within 2 or 3 weeks, he was able to make the project that I used to make when I was at NED University. At that time, I realized that our kids have a lot of potential, but we are not providing them enough opportunity. That's why our kids are involved in just playing games, doing a lot of other stuff, making TikTok videos and all this thing, but not doing nothing productive. So at that time, what I have realized with my brother Huzaifa, that how about making a curriculum about technology, towards the technology, so that in a school level, we can teach students about how they can develop the technology, and then start working on this thing.
So आपकी सिर्फ यही inspiration थी कि you saw what the reaction of your nephew was. So, I mean, that's a wonderful pursuit. You gave up a PhD pursuit for this, but what's the driver for you? I mean, is there a financial driver? Is it a spiritual driver? क्या आपको motivation हो रही है?
That was the main motivation when I saw my nephew and my cousin who was just doing wonders within 2 or 3 weeks. But the main driver is that apart from this, PhD and all this thing, we are also running a Facebook group called Scholarship Network. So where we have like more than 5 lakh Pakistanis from all over the world, where we guide them volunteer basis how they can get the scholarship for doing master's, PhD or bachelor's. The most important problem if we see in the STEAM curriculum is that if we talk about in Pakistan or in US and other country, it's not right now the part of the curriculum. It's mainly an extracurricular activity if you see in this thing. So students learn this thing as a part of extracurricular activity. But what we did, we made this thing a part of curriculum because we believe if we make this thing a part of curriculum, in next 10 to 15 years, we will have the gentry who will be technically sound. And that is the way we can, change the education system and accelerate the technological development in Pakistan or in developing countries.
ठीक. ये बताएं अब आपने ये concept तो खड़ा कर दिया, it's working now and it's in schools. Any particular success story that you've heard of because of your curriculum? Did someone win a science competition, something major? Give us any example of something like that.
There are many successful stories that we came across after launching this particular initiative. There is one story where a student who was in matric, and in matric he developed his own 3D printer, right? And 3D printer, making his own 3D printer. And right now he is in first year NED University. And from that particular 3D printer, he is now giving services to his class fellows and earning a lot of money, right? So that is one of the initiative and we are really proud of him.
Abhi aapne mujhe bataya tha, it took us a couple of days to connect. You said you went to meet Imran Khan. So tell us a little bit about what happened there.
So what he did, what was happened actually when this coronavirus occurred in Pakistan and everybody was confused what we have to do. So at that time, we start doing volunteer work because our business is doing fine, right? So how we thought how we can help the daily wagers. So we start helping the daily wagers by giving them ration on. So we distributed that ration in more than 44,000 families in Pakistan, alhamdulillah. After that, we talked to there are many of my friends who are doctor, and they were lack of like surgical mask and face shield. So we start manufacturing that particular thing because we have like because in Edvon Robotics we have the capability of not only the curriculum development, but we are also manufacturing the steam robotic kits so that we can so we are the only company in Pakistan who is manufacturing steam robotic kits. We are not importing on.
So
That's why.
everything that the hardware that we use, it's all manufactured in Pakistan,
Yeah.
and everything is done in Pakistan.
So that's why we have manufacturing strength. So that's why we start developing mass and face shield and all this thing. And due to this thing, we also thought, okay, how about making a robot that can disinfect the whole territory, the quarantine territory where the isolation wards is developing. So we have developed a robot. We have developed a UV sterilizer. So in like 2 weeks, we have developed 6 products that can be used to fight against COVID-19.
No, that's excellent. Great news. So question for you there. How did you guys create so quickly these devices? Was it your student base or was it your teachers, or how did this all happen?
Okay, so because as I said, in Edvon Robotics, we have technical resource. We have a lot of technical. We have we have a team of 25 engineers.
Okay.
So that's why we have all the technical know how to do. And as a manufacturing company and the curriculum development company, we have in-depth knowledge of all these things. So we just got the idea. Okay, we saw the problem. Okay, this is a problem. How we can solve it? Okay, just make it.
Well, good. So this leads me to my last question, and we'll close the session after this. So what's the financial model, and
Okay.
how can we in the United States help if for those who are interested?
For Edvon Robotics, our financial model is very simple. We charge from the schools directly on the subscription basis.
Okay.
So we charge per month per student a smaller amount of money, which is like $1 per month, which is really acceptable. But our target market is really huge in Pakistan. There are like more than 28 million students in schools in Pakistan. So the total market in Pakistan, if we capture all, is like around $2 billion market. So but right now we are just targeting to bring more schools on board, and we were expecting to reach at least $1 million revenue. But due to Corona, all the situation is like, we don't know when we are going to achieve that particular milestones. But what we have, our expectation was to have $1 million revenue in this particular year. And recently we have raised a funding from a value-based investor. Our valuation of the company right now is $3 million. So we are planning to raise more funding, Series A funding, in after August, after the situation is normal. And let's see. So when we are raising the next round of money, we will be needing the help from the people who are in US, who have a connection with the investors there. So yeah.
Well, no, that's excellent. And look, we really thank you very much for taking this time. You guys are doing a very noble and excellent initiative. Very happy to hear this. The good thing in Pakistan is हमारे माशाल्लाह हम लोग इन कामों में बड़े सही हैं. We really know how to make these things happen. और हमारे American diaspora में भी काफी लोग ऐसे हैं जो बहुत कामयाब रहे हैं. So we wish you the best of luck, and please let us know if we can help in any way. This is a great initiative. For the audience out there who's interested in learning more, please send us an email at startkaro, STARTKARO @techsheck.net. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you, gentlemen, very much for your time. We look forward to talking to you in the future. Allah Hafiz.